Javonte Williams, he runs hard. I shed a block, and it was just me and him. I'm 6'4", and he like 5'8". I had to really get low. It was just me and him, and I remember I just like tried to put my shoulder in there. He just like, boom, like he blew me up.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the set. I am your host, your favorite left tackler of all time, T-stead. I am joined by a very special guest, an elite human being all the way through and through, my little brother, Tariq Woolen. Reek, what's going on, baby?
Yo, what's up, brother? I appreciate you for having me, and I like how you presenting with the elite. I appreciate it.
Elite. When I'm talking about you, I gotta have use the word elite as the description solely off. It's a lot of reasons, like on the field, off the field. But when we talking elite, and I say that word in the sense of speed,
Mm-hmm.
4.26, 40-yard dash at the combine. Did you know you was gonna do that when you got there?
Oh, most definitely. Shoot, whenever I was training up in Fort Lauderdale at XPE, it was me and two other guys I was training with. We was all running under 4.3, so it
Who
was
was
all
those
trying
two
to.
other guys?
Taekwon Thornton, he on the Chiefs right now,
Right.
and then my other homie Kalen Barnes. I believe I think he's a free agent right now, but. We knew we was gonna all run at a 4.3, so we was just trying to compete on who was gonna run the fastest 4.2.
Who got the fastest out of you three?
Shoot, Kalen, he ran like 4.23, I think,
Damn.
and then I ran 4.26, and then Taekwon ran 4.28.
That's crazy, bro. I
Yeah,
couldn't imagine all three of y'all in the same workout.
no, it's even more crazy because Taekwon ran 4.21, and then suddenly they changed it or whatever, and then adjusted, and he ran 4.28. So he would have broke the
Wow.
record. He would have broke the record.
Nah, listen, that is crazy. And I ain't even want to start there, but the word elite, talking to you, elite speed, like just off top.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take it back first, Reek. We're gonna go to your upbringing.
Mm-hmm.
You from Fort Worth, Texas. I'm here in Dallas, live here now, love it out here. Talk to me about Fort Worth and what you think the city, your hometown, did for you as far as your mentality, your motivation, all those things.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I feel like it did a lot, man, just because just being around different people in my upbringing. I went to two different elementary schools. I went to two different middle schools, but both of those middle schools fed into the same high school, so I still met up with my friends eventually. But just growing up playing Pee Wee ball, all your friends go to the same school as well. So, spending a hell of time with all your friends and all the people you come up with, and you really learn different things from them too as well, just because their way of life as well. Fort Worth, Texas is a great city, and I specifically grew up on the west side in a community called Lake Como. It's a pretty cool place. A pretty smooth neighborhood. I wouldn't say it's like the suburbs because it's not, but at the same
Yeah.
time, just different people from my community like EJ Speed, Ashawn Robinson, Robert Hunt, those
Oh
different guys seeing them make it out, seeing those guys make it out, they had played for my dad a little bit, so that was just kind of like an inspiration, and it's pretty cool, to be in the NFL and to see those guys. I literally just played against the Panthers and seen Ashawn in them, so. It's just pretty cool. And I still talk to my friends that I grew up with to this day, check in on them as well because, those are my day ones for real.
Oh no, that's crazy. So your dad coached all them guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did not know that, bro. I talk to
Oh,
Robert
yeah.
Hunt all the time. That's like one of my best friends for sure.
Yeah, no, but he was on the Dolphins with you for sure. I had gave him
Yeah.
my jersey after the game yesterday, but yeah, Big Hunt played Pee Wee for my
Ah
dad for a
man,
little bit. Heck yeah, when they had moved to Texas.
that's fire. That's
Mm-hmm.
fire. That's one of my favorite humans of all
Oh,
time,
yeah.
Rob Hunt. He talked about how bad his high school team was. Did y'all play them?
Uh, Honestly, I don't know.
When
Big
it was
Hunt
high school?
a little bit older than me. I don't
Oh
even
yeah, true.
remember what high school he went to, but my high school, shoot, we was pretty smooth, but we wasn't the best either.
He said they went like 1-40 out of his 4 years.
Oh no, oh no, we wasn't
It
that
was
bad,
terrible.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wasn't that bad. A 1-40 is absurd.
You went to Arlington Heights High School
Mm-hmm.
as a receiver.
Yes, sir.
Before making that transition to corner at
Mm-hmm.
UTSA, What inspired that switch? If you can't catch, let me know.
Honestly, I wouldn't even say that. It was just more of a, now that I'm older, like you gotta really be dedicated to the game, and then when you dedicated to the game, it gives back in so many different ways. And like when I was younger, I would say I really didn't too much understand that you're a younger football player. I'm at UTSA and a receiver, and I wasn't really receiving too much playing time at the time. But my former coach at the time, Frank Wilson, he was like, "Hey, I think it could help the team if you play corner." And it was like let's say 2, 3 games left of the season, 2019, and
Man,
he was like, he wanted me to try it, so I did, and I practiced that corner for like 2 weeks. I didn't really understand the coverages. I just know that we did cover three. They just said Bill, and then if they said cover one, I just follow my man everywhere. So that's all I did. And the last game of 2019 season, I had played cornerback, and that coaching staff had got fired. We got a new coaching staff, and they were like, "Did I still want to play corner?" And I told them, "Yeah." And during COVID, I just stayed on campus in San Antonio, and I ended up meeting a guy named Thailand Pierce, and he played indoor football, and also he was like a UPS, like FedEx driver at the time as well. And I met him on Instagram, and he was like, "Let's train together." So we ended up training together. And
damn.
during, I want to say, yeah, it was like during the summer of COVID and during the spring, me and him was just working out and stuff. Had me like running on the side of the freeway doing push ups. It'd be hot as hell outside. 'Cause we in Texas and we in
Yeah.
San Antonio. So that was the real first time I actually like dedicated to like buying into the game for real. And it's crazy. I got videos on my phone of me backpedaling. I look so weird. It's like so funny to compare it to
Oh,
now. So so that was just really the beginning of the journey of the process of me transitioning to the corner, and from there the new staff got there, and I continued to play corner, and yeah, that was just pretty much how it all began.
shout out Thailand Pierce.
Yeah, that's my dog, man.
You say he played indoor football,
hmm
FedEx UPS driver.
hmm
Y'all connected on IG. He trained you, and dog, that's quite the story.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. Like literally, one of my close friends, he was my roommate too, and he'll come train with me as well. So like it would just be pretty cool, just because it was be you and your friends, and we just all doing the same thing, just committed to the process.
Man, that's crazy. So you go from that. You training on the side of the highway with my dog, fresh out of uniform. Thailand getting off work. Y'all training on the side of the highway. Fast forward, fifth round pick out of UTSA to the Seattle Seahawks in 2022. Rookie campaign, come out the gates balling. Pro Bowl first year. What went into that journey? Like going from the side of the highway workouts to
Mhm.
being in the Pro Bowl as a rookie. What in that time span? What happened?
Uh, just my understanding of the game some more. The new coaching staff came, and my Coach Graham, like he had played in the NFL. He played for the Eagles for a little bit, and he went to Tulsa at first, and then he played for the Eagles, and he played a little bit in the CFL. But like just whenever he first met me, he said if you don't make it to the NFL, then I failed you. Like the first meeting I met with him,
Yeah.
and then so me and him just locked in. He was a great coach, man. Like me and him still talk to this day, and um just on the team I had played with, we was like the best team in our conference. I was in Conference USA, but now they in the American Athletic. So literally at the time we was like the best team in the conference. We were winning a lot of games, and just that culture of the team and knowing we had each other back, it gives you a lot of confidence as a player too. And I feel like throughout those games where I actually played pretty good at UTSA, uh, I feel like that's what helped me, playing those big games when I got to the league as well, just because we end up earning our way, to conference championships and stuff like that, and playing against, the best team in our respective conferences as well. So I just feel like when I got to the league, it was kind of the same carryover a little bit. Guys are a little bigger and faster, of course, but
Mhm.
it just felt like I was playing ball. And it's crazy because when I was a rookie, like I understand football, but not as much as the film part. Like now I watch a lot of film, but not so as a rookie. When I was a rookie, I just, was out there on off like athleticism, and I was a believer of just like the less you know, the better. But it's just crazy because like you can still, as a vet now, you can separate the, those different fouls and those different plays, and
Absolutely.
available. When I was a rookie, that was just the one thing out there, and I just having fun, and I just feel like that's what made the game, so relaxing, so smooth. Though you just out there having fun, and um, just going through that whole season, my confidence just kept growing and growing, and I just believed I can be here, and that just was the start of the whole journey of my Pro Bowl season as a rookie. Man, I just,
Oh,
just
you definitely got a lot of confidence.
man,
Definitely.
so
We're gonna get into that too. So we get down to the Pro Bowl. This is where we met. So we met at 2022 Pro Bowl. Where were we in? Vegas or Orlando?
Vegas. It was in Vegas.
In Vegas.
Hmm.
We get to the Pro Bowl. We in the locker room, and you're humble as can be, but you are confident. So
Yeah,
it's like a great balance. And we talking to a guy named Tariq Hill.
yeah.
You was popping your stuff. That you faster than him. All these things, and Reek talking. He talking loud too. He like we can bet. We can bet that I'm
Yeah.
faster than you. We can line it up. We can race. Boom, boom, boom. So you popping too. You talking your shit. And then I think you go out to the field and Tyreek tell me in the locker room. He said, T, I ain't racing that young boy. I'm not. He said he's 6'4", 2, whatever, like them strides. He was like, Rick like
Gazelle.
Gazelle, like for real. He know that he fast and he feel like he the fastest in the league, but it's something about you that had Reek hesitant because I said
Yeah.
out the gate, I got my money on Tariq Woolen. I'm betting on you if y'all make that race. At that time, 2022 in
Yeah.
Vegas, you think you would have beat Reek in a race?
Oh yeah, I was confident too. As a rookie, you still got them combine legs. You still got them combine legs. Oh yeah, I was confident as
That's
hell.
a fact.
As a rookie, you still, you train different for that rookie that training compared to how you train later in your years in the league.
Facts.
Too. So heck yeah, I still had them rookie legs most definitely. I still race them now too, but at the same time, man. Shoot, if we would have lined it up in Vegas, that would have been pretty cool. I wish they had
That would have been fire.
the fastest man at that one. That would have been cool.
That would have been fire for sure.
Mhm.
Uh, Shout out to Reek. Prayers up for my brother
Heck
as he
yeah,
healing up from his injury.
most definitely.
I'm sure he'll take that race one day too. Once he get all healed up, that'll be like a way for him to, see how much he's back to being himself.
I'm most
Uh,
definitely.
Reek, so before we get into what you guys got going on, this historic special season that y'all got going on in
Yeah,
Seattle, I still want to note so far in this conversation, you've talked about being a young player and now being a vet. Like you still a young player, bro.
yeah,
Still a young player. But I love to see it though, and I love to hear how you are finding the intellectual side of the game. You are being a student of the game and you like fully dedicating yourself and film studying, compartmentalizing, putting things in different. I love it. I love it. That's if I can tell you anything, Reek, for the rest of your career, be a student.
most
Always
definitely.
learning. Every single moment, always learning. Never feel like you made it. The moment you feel like you've made it in the league, it's over.
Yeah,
It's over because that's when complacency sets in, and you start to relax and you plateau. Always look to be a student,
yeah.
learning, progressing.
I feel like that's what made me like a great player for real. Just because like I always feel like you know how it is. Like you always like it's not enough. You know what I'm saying? Like you doing a great thing, you doing good things, but you still like nah, like this ain't it. Like you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what makes me like push to be even a better player. Just because like I'm like nah,
I love it, bro.
I
Love
just
it.
want to keep going and I want more for myself for real.
I love it.
Hmm.
I love it. All right. You led the league in interceptions your rookie year. You already got double digit interceptions so far in your young career. You come back from injury week 7 this year, and you've had 29 targets, only allowed 10 catches for 69 yards. Fire. 8 passes defended, 1 interception, 8 defensive stops. You've seen Justin Jefferson,
Crazy.
Devontae Adams, Nico Collins, Puka Nakua, Jordan Addison, Marvin Harrison Jr. Out of them names I just mentioned, Who's the toughest cover?
Honestly, I had to go with Devontae Adams, and then dang, yeah, I'd say Devontae Adams just because
Mm,
like his releases,
yeah,
like his releases are different. I feel like whenever you go against him, you just gotta have real great eyes. He vetted. I played against him since I was a rookie too, though, because he was on the Raiders,
yep,
and then I
yep.
played against him on the Jets last year, and then yeah, I played against him. Yeah, so it's just pretty
Oh,
crazy.
y'all had a few dances.
Yeah, but he a great player, man. I feel like whenever you go against him, and the way the Rams use him is pretty crazy. So I feel like he's #1 for sure.
How is that matchup? How is that Seahawks Rams matchup? You got Devontae Adams, you got Puka Nakua, so no rest
Hmm.
at all. How
Yeah.
is that matchup? What's that environment?
It's pretty crazy, you just gotta come with it. You gotta be locked in and focused, just because McVay is one of the best offensive coaches in NFL
Facts,
history. You know what I'm
no
saying?
question.
And he got a great quarterback. Stafford is a Hall of Famer, and well, in my opinion, for real. So
Yep,
you just gotta go out there. You gotta be disciplined. You gotta be focused. And whenever they mess up on plays, you gotta capitalize. Just because the team like that not gonna mess up many times in the game, and those times they mess up, if you capitalize on those as a defense, it can alter the game, and it could be a factor in winning.
that's a fact. That's a fact.
Mhm.
That the last game y'all played was insane, bro.
Oh yeah, that game
Insane,
is crazy.
man.
That's a playoff game atmosphere, man.
Facts.
I feel like we had a couple playoff games this year already. So those big games don't feel like big games to certain people. People call them big games, but they feel normal because you've already been in those moments.
That's fire.
Hmm.
That's a fact. That's a fact. You getting up to that level. Since you mentioned it, let's talk about it. We got this one upcoming this
Yeah,
weekend. You got the San Francisco 49ers. This
most
is the
definitely.
battle for the 1 seed. It's the battle for the NFC West. It's the battle for everything is on the line. This game. What is your personal mindset? And then what is the team mindset going into this matchup?
Honestly, one game at a time, next game mentality. I feel like that's the great thing of our team. We just take it one game at a time. We don't even think too far ahead. Like we just want to take each game and know that we gotta dominate that opportunity, and that's what's gonna propel us to the future in those next couple games. Um, this game right here is for the #1 seed, of course, but
Yeah,
like I said, it just felt like a normal game to us, especially because they are in our conference. So at the same time, it just feels like a normal game to us, and we don't see it too much bigger than another road game. Something that we do well on. When we go on the road, we do pretty well on. And we're just gonna go to another atmosphere, playoff atmosphere, and we're gonna go fight it out as a team and scratch and get a win. That's just the main thing. We just worrying about going to get another W and keep stacking.
with San Francisco's offense and the way that they've exploded these last several weeks, what is I don't want you to give me like the keys of the game plan. Y'all probably ain't even started that process yet at
Yeah.
this point. But what's the biggest thing you think y'all need to take away? And as a defense, is it McCaffrey himself? Is it the big play? Is it
Mhm.
minimizing the run game? Is it what is the one thing that you think like, all right, we got to make sure we do this to get this dub?
I honestly think, you got to slow down McCaffrey. They use him as a receiver, they use him as a running back in just different ways. And then you also got to know that Purdy can use his legs, man. Purdy is a great player as well. He plays with a chip on his shoulder, but at the same time, you got to slow those guys down. And that they got pretty good receivers. But at the same time, we got a pretty great defense as well,
It's a fact.
and we are familiar with this team, and we just gotta go out there and make sure we slow down. Their aggressiveness, because they are an aggressive team. They come out running the ball. They come out, with tight ends. They want to come out big, and they want to block you and be physical and stuff like that. So just slow down the run game, and that's one thing we've been good at as well. And we just gotta come out and take it one play at a time. Take it one play at a time, and play as one whole team. With offense firing off, special teams firing off, and defense.
For sure, man.
Mhm.
I can't wait for this game. It's gonna
Yeah.
be, bro. It's gonna be crazy, and I
Saturday,
know how much.
man. Saturday plays game is crazy.
Oh man, it's gonna be insane. It's gonna
Hmm.
be insane, and I know how hard it is to play in Seattle. So y'all getting that 1 seed instantly boosts the chances of going to the big dance. Like that 12th man is real. Talk
Mm.
about that. Talk about the 12th man and playing at home and having that experience, that atmosphere.
I feel like it is one of the best, if not the best. I seen different articles saying it's been voted the number one stadium by like fans, and we do have a great fan base. I've had family here, friends here, and they always talk about how great the fans is, how they always feel like it's like a family. That they've been to other stadiums and they see people beat up each other, and it's pretty crazy. But uh, 12 man is a pretty great factor. I remember my rookie year to now, and just seeing every big game that we've been in, or like a primetime game we've done had, and the fans are just different. Even
Facts.
the regular games, the fans are just different. But when it comes to playoffs and the history it done had with playoff games, I think it would be major for me to experience one, because I've never experienced a playoff game in Seattle. I just always grew up seeing it, and hopefully we can have like a Beastquake again. It's pretty cool. So being
Ooh,
able
that
to
is cool.
play in Seattle playoff game, that'll be amazing.
No, for sure, for sure.
Mhm.
I can't. I It's hard not to get excited when I hear Beastquake because I'm a big Marshawn Lynch fan.
Yeah.
But it happened against the Saints, so I'll be trying to chill. You know what I mean? It's crazy. But I've been in Seattle, bro. Big games, playoff
Mhm.
games. It's miserable. That 12th man
Oh yeah.
is deafening. Like seriously,
To
it's
get
terrible.
rocked.
So back when I was playing against Seattle, it was LOB. It was the Legion of Boom. How do you guys feel that this defense, this 2025 Seattle Seahawks defense,
Mhm.
stack up against the Legion of Boom?
I like hearing it. Hearing it is just crazy, just because like I seen nothing with the stats and stuff, and like it's just hard to compare, just because we those are legends, like, and
Legends.
like most of us grew up watching them, or even a couple of us played with them in the back end of their career, and we have a couple person on our team that did. So just being able to witness it, and then being able to be compared with it and put in that category is amazing. And I feel like if we continue to play just like them or even better than them, then nobody can beat us, just because nobody can beat them. You got a great defense, and
Yep.
defense win championships.
Right.
And, I feel like we have the same type of brotherhood. This team is one of the closest teams I've done been on in my years in the league, and we just so tight knit. It's just crazy, man. Like, it's just hard to
Right.
explain, but it's just different just being around these guys on the defense, and knowing that every dude actually has your back. Every dude is prepared. Like, it's different when, like, on some teams of my years, when 8 people out of 11 is prepared, but when every 11 guy
Yeah.
is a prepared, it feels like it's 13 guys flying out there playing defense. You get what I'm saying? Like,
No,
when
that's
you
how you
know
have to
that
look
your
at
brother
too.
got your back, it's crazy. And then it's like when the offense can hang out with you, and you're a defensive player and you can hang out with offensive players, like nobody's bigger than each other. We all in this together. That's what make everything different.
That's fire, bro.
Hmm.
That's fire. Y'all got something special, man. Y'all
Yeah.
got something special. Who's your favorite player from the Legion of Boom? Who did you watch and who's your favorite?
I'm gonna say Sherm.
It's Sherm.
I'm gonna say Sherm, just
That's my
because,
dog
man.
too. That's
Like,
my dog. Shout out Sherm.
oh yeah, bro. He a real stand up dude. He cool as hell, and just, how it is. Madden cover. I love playing Madden. It's on
Yeah,
the
hell
Madden
yeah.
cover. Shoot, as soon as I see you in that, I hurry up and play with the Seahawks on Madden. So it just it's cool, because later on, and boom, I'm playing on Seattle. But for sure, Sherm, just his journey kind of starting like mine, and I
Yeah.
think I was like one pick before him. Is just crazy. Like, fifth round. And me, I think I was 153, and I think he was like 154, 152, like,
That's
which is crazy.
crazy.
Like, you
Both
know what I'm
went from
saying?
receiver to corner.
Yeah, and it's just pretty cool, just because early in my career, and in my career now, being able to hear like comparisons to a player I watched growing up was pretty cool.
Do you talk? Do y'all talk or have you ever worked out together?
We haven't worked out yet, but we talk, we text, and we chop it up, because he comes to the facility quite a bit, and also we text.
That's
Mhm.
dope, man. That's dope. I gotta tap in with Sherm. I ain't talked to him in a minute. With the defense that y'all have, and as elite as y'all have been, the guys that we know the most, the bigger names, yourself, Witherspoon, Leonard Williams, all those guys. Who is the most underrated, unsung player on that defense?
It's a couple of them, man. I have to say, Byron Murphy, a
Mm,
dog, a
yeah,
dog, a dog,
loved it.
and Jaron Reed, another
Yeah,
defensive tackle too
D
as
tackle,
well,
big dog.
and Demarcus Lawrence. And I tell you,
D Law been doing it for so long at the highest level.
but
Like we can't say he's
like
great.
no, but like I say that just because like just being around him in the locker room and seeing like how people was like kind of like how he seen how people was saying about him, his career and how him leaving the Cowboys and coming to us.
Yeah,
Like he been a big dog, but like when you feed a big dog and you add fuel to his fire, it's just different. You know what I mean? Like
for sure.
when a brother starving and that's how he play, man, he a dog. And I just feel like
Big
those
dog.
players that I named really are some unsung heroes on our team and just some underdogs that really starting to get light and then they're starting to get light shedded on them. And D Law been had on them, but just having them on our defense and having those people play their roles and even become leaders on our defense. It's just cool to have them on our team because that's what make up our defense and make us so great because we have those players and they make a lot of plays for us.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's
Mhm.
fire, man. Um, Offensively, and I know you don't pay too much attention to the offense, but who's a player on the offense that's an X factor? That's somebody that you guys feel that can change the game and really help get you guys to the promised land where you trying to go.
So you already know who I'm gonna say Jackson,
Not
JSN.
without JSN, no JSN, no Kenneth Walker, no Sam Darnold.
No sound on him. If you say no, none of those people, I'm gonna have to go with tight ends and the O line. Tight
Okay.
ends and the O line. Those dudes like those positions kind of tricky.
Warner be hooping. He be out there
Yeah,
balling.
yeah, born to be hooping, but it's just kind of tricky because as a O line, like sometimes some people may not be too familiar with an O lineman, but I feel like collectively as a group, and we got certain players that are just great players, but as a group they work so well.
Yep,
The tight ends they're unsung heroes as well. Uh, Barner, like how you say, is hooping, and I feel like all three of our tight ends collectively, they work real well. They complement each other real well and in the run game and in the pass game as well.
for sure, for sure.
Mm.
And for the O line, I'm a big Charles Cross fan. Big Charles Cross fan. I just
Yeah.
gotta mention for sure.
Hmm.
All right, you mentioned JSN. I was trying to stay away from the JSN, but now we are here. All right,
Yeah.
is JSN undoubtedly the best receiver in the NFL right now today?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
What
Yes.
makes him so tough?
His consistency. That's what made him so tough.
Yep,
I feel
yep,
like since he first got to Seattle to now, it's like it's like he do what you supposed to do. You supposed to go up. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
true.
And first round pick coming in. He's been doing great things, and I feel like this season really showed that he can be that number one guy. We had DK and T Lock; those guys are great players, and they did a lot of great things for the Seahawks. And him stepping into that light to be the number one guy, and to being up there about to like other with Calvin Johnson, almost about to break his record is pretty cool. And
Insane.
being able to experience it and go against him at practice and go against him these years, it makes you an even better player. So, when you can have a player on your team that can not only be a great player, but can make other players around him as well a great player, that's an X factor in itself. And, Jackson really
Facts,
brings that
facts.
intensity to the team, man. He's a force multiplier.
Um, so we got Jackson, we got JSN at number one, best
Hmm.
receiver in the league. Finish out the top five for me. Who you got?
George Pickens. Like, there's no
Okay.
particular order,
All
but
right, that's
George
fine. That's
Pickens,
fine.
George
Sneaky.
Pickens.
Yep.
Um, Dang. Puka Nakua.
Okay. Fire.
Um, Dang, who else?
We got Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams, Jamar Chase, Nico Collins, Jalen Waddle, um, Marvin Harrison Jr., Jordan Addison. You have
I'm throwing it as having like a kind of under the radar season though. I'll say like Wandale Robertson. He been doing pretty
oh, I
good.
like that New York.
Yeah, I feel like he been having like an under the radar pretty good season as
You put
well.
him in his top five for this year.
Mm, I don't know what mention, but like all right. So
All right,
I'm trying to think.
all right.
I'll put CD. He's been doing pretty well again this
CD
year.
Lamb for sure. That's
Um,
four. Yeah, one more.
Jamar Chase. Jamar
Gotcha.
Chase. Yeah,
Gotcha. Okay.
most definitely.
Yeah.
Other than that, shoot, it's just crazy for real. Cause like our defense is pretty good, and like we already played against some of the players, so like, it's just hard to like name other players because you already done.
Y'all locked him down. I get it,
Yeah,
bro.
we
I
already done
get it,
played pretty
man.
well against them.
I get it, y'all. Now y'all locked them. Straps.
Yeah, but they're great players as well, man. And
Yeah.
uh, yeah, I also have to say the top five right now that got to be them.
What makes Puka so tough? Not the biggest, not the fastest.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Not the shiftiest. What makes Puka so tough?
Shoot, he can do it all. Like
Yeah.
he can be a dirty work guy. He can use him as a gadget guy. You can use him as a downfield threat. So I feel like that's what makes him pretty well. You can use him in different ways, and complement him with Stafford. You got Tay and you got McVay. You can put him in certain situations, and like he can kill it, and he excels at his job, man. So I feel like that's what make him pretty versatile for real. But he's
He
a great
seems
player.
really, really hard to tackle.
Yeah, I feel like that because like he's like a yak guy. You can use him
That guy.
like because they use him in in their like emotions, handoffs and like sweeps and like stuff like that, and like option routes, ball. A lot of catches around the middle.
Yeah.
So that's what they like to use him as because he can take those hits and stuff like that.
He tough, man. Him and
Yeah,
Devontae, that boys is scary.
right.
What's it like going from the OG, Pete Carroll, to now having Mike Macdonald?
It's pretty cool, man. It's just like being able to experience, both different coaching styles. Coach Pete, his coaching style is, a little more laid. Like, not want to say like it's kind of like laid back. Pretty chill. Has a positive, mind. And it's like player led, and it's a family setting as well. And being able to play for a historic coach and learn, different things out his toolbox and add it to my game because, he a big part in working with the corners. So just learning different things from him and then, joining in Coach Mike's defense and him coming from the hardball tree
Hmm.
and, they're known for, being, hard coaches and, military style, just, being on it. So being able to play for a coach like that and Coach Mike, it's pretty cool just because in the NFL you don't want to get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what make everybody so great in college. Well, for NIL, coaches, will actually be on you. Coaches actually were responsible for you had to be, that you had to be at these workouts and all these different things. And I feel like in the league sometimes you forget like you gotta be on your shit sometimes. You can't get comfortable. And I feel like
Yeah.
a coaching like from his system and how hard he coaches, with us competing, it never makes you comfortable. You comfortable with competing because that's a great thing, but it never makes you comfortable, with complacency and just knowing that you gotta be on your toes. You gotta actually do more. You know what I'm saying? You gotta continue to be
So
great. You gotta be consistent. So.
was it challenging going from Pete Carroll style, which is more like player led,
mm,
high energy, enthusiasm, and then going to now with Coach Mike McDonald? Was it a challenge to make that transition?
Yeah, a little bit, just because one, you're a young player, and then you in the league, and you still learning like the ins and outs, and being in my fourth year in the league, shoot, I didn't see, you know how year four it is, and you last year on your contract, you see different things like that, and
It's
you
4 years
just
already.
facts. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy, and you just learn different things, man, I feel like coming in to the new staff, it really just showed me more of a, this the NFL, man. Just like you gotta be a man for real. This NFL, you gotta be on your shit for real, and um, just being able to learn a defense. Like I felt like I learned defense with Coach Pete for real, but I just in this defense, I feel like it's one of the hardest defense to play in. So I know that like learning defense and just being able to learn other positions, I feel like it just grown my game
For sure.
of the mental standpoint of the game of football, because I got all the physical standpoints, but just being in this defense, it helps. You gotta have mental toughness, and I feel like this defense builds all that for sure.
I love it, man. I love
Mm,
it. Y'all are doing it. Y'all are doing it.
most
I'm
definitely.
not. We almost done here. Rick probably got like one or two more for you.
Oh, it's all
Um,
good.
so you, Sauce Garner, Derek Stingley, you all came into the league together. 2022 draft,
Yeah.
all Pro Bowlers already. I don't want to put you on the spot too much and say who's the best out of you three, but who's the best out of you three?
Shoot, as a competitor, I'm gonna always say myself, man. Like, hats off to both of those players. They're great players, and I respect both of them. I learned a lot of different things from their game as well. But I'm gonna always say myself, just because I know how great I am. I know my value, and I just know how bad I want to compete and how bad I want to be the best person. If you're not being considered in the names of the best corners, then you're not doing anything right. And if you're not trying to, say that you're the best, then you're not doing anything right either, because that means
Absolutely,
you're not competing. So, um,
absolutely.
I'm gonna always feel like I'm the best, and I'm gonna continue to say that. And shoot, I also got stats too, but at
Facts.
the same
I
time,
also
shoot,
got the numbers too. You feel
uh,
me?
I'm always say myself though for sure.
All right, now let's exclude you for a
Mhm.
second. Who's your top corners? Who's your top five corners in the league?
So Derek Stingley. That
Fire,
man a beast. That man a beast. I like watching his tape. Pastor Tan, I like
fire,
watching his tape. Quinion Mitchell, I like watching his
fire.
tape. Uh Gonzalez, I like
Yes,
watching his
Christian
tape.
Gonzalez, Patriots.
Yeah. And then who else? I mean, I put Spoon in there, but he my teammate, so like I'm
Yeah.
always have him up there with too. So, but I'm gonna say uh who else? Cause I'll be watching some good tape. Who else I'm gonna
Spoon
say?
the dog for sure. I love how
Yeah.
he play, man. I love his
Yeah.
energy, his
Spoon is
intent.
a Spoon is a dog. Spoon is a dog. Spoon always gonna be in my top five. But excluding Seahawks players, I'm gonna say, you know who balling? Nashawn Wright, the Bears.
Nation right,
The
Chicago
Bears, the
Bears.
Bears, the Bears. I like him just because he just kind of like a stature like me, tall, lanky. Shoot, his DB coach was with him in the Cowboys. Uh, and I feel like he a great coach as well, man. So I feel like those two together up in
Chicago.
Chicago, man, that they out there working. So I'm gonna have to put him out there in that top five, man. He been balling.
That's a fire list right there.
Mm.
I love it. I love it for sure. Um, no, Reek, I think we covered pretty much all the things that I want to ask you. I want to go back to before we get out of here. Just this game. 49ers, Seattle Seahawks, number one seed on the line.
Yeah,
I'm not I'm done, you know. So I as a fan, I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to watch. Do you have
most
anything
definitely.
special that you plan on doing before the game? Do you have a routine or a ritual or superstition? What is it?
I mean, honestly, just get a little Starbucks. I get two cinnamon pull aparts. I'm
That's
trying to think.
funny.
I gotta do that. On game day, I really don't eat much. I just chill. Probably watch a little YouTube. Just like so it don't feel too much of a game day. I feel like it's
Yeah.
like make like a normal day. Uh,
Watch the
just chill,
set.
listen to
I
music,
see
and
you. I see
then
what you're doing. You're gonna watch the set.
yeah.
Oh,
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling. Hey, I'm telling you, you can't have it like like too much anxiety. You gotta be relaxed, you know what I'm saying? Especially building up to the game. So
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll probably listen to like a little chill music, and then when they close to the game, just turn up a little bit. Uh, I always gotta take a shower too before the game. Like
Right
when we get
before, yeah,
to if they at the stadium, if we at the stadium, yeah, I gotta take a shower before the game.
for sure.
That's one of them for sure
So
too. And I always take a shower when I wake up too, as if it's game day. I take a shower when I
that's,
wake up, and then I take a shower when I get to the stadium.
that's like superstition at this point. Like you have to take both of
Yeah,
those.
yeah.
That's
I just
funny.
do it. I just do it. It's because earlier in the season, like in camp, I decided to get tattoos, and
Mm-hmm.
then you know how when you first get a tattoo, and then this before camp, I had to take like 5 showers a day. So
Sure, got to keep it
like
clean.
that's all I'm saying. So like literally I just was just prone to taking showers all through like the preseason, and then the rest I was like I got that just like my ritual. So I just started to take like a morning shower, and then we get to the
That's funny.
stadium. I'll just take a shower before the game.
That's funny. It's crazy
Yeah.
because you're gonna keep adding stuff to your routine throughout the years.
But the thing is, I really found a good routine, you know what I'm saying? Especially with my stretching. I feel like you gotta do a lot of stretching. I feel like I added that to my routine.
Good.
And cause like I said, I treat like if you treat practice like a game and you practice really good, you're gonna repeat those habits in the game. So like I treat that same like lead up, same time frame like it's practice. I stretch the same amount of stretching, all that. Like
Mm-hmm.
I gotta do that for sure.
Got you. Got you.
Mm,
I did. I just thought of something I want to hear. It's a
mm.
two-part. So, what is your welcome to the NFL moment? Who was it? Like who lined up and cooked you one game? Just bad day.
Damn, what is an NFL moment? Um,
It
dang.
probably didn't happen your rookie year because you
Honestly,
was
no.
going crazy.
Honestly, I have to say this. At the time, it wasn't a. I probably I got two. So one, we played the Broncos. This is the first game of the season, and like it was towards the end of the game, and I remember they had a run play towards me, and the running back Javante Williams, he runs hard. He on the
Yes,
Cowboys
hard
now.
to
He
tackle
runs hard,
for sure.
and I remember I shed a block, and it was just me and him. And I'm 6'4" and he like 5'8". So like I had to really get low. But like it was just me and him. And I remember I just like tried to put my shoulder in there. He just like I don't know, I kind of closed my eyes. He just like boom, like he blew me up. Like he just blew me up. And I remember I was like, I just like I know I just look up and like I'm falling, and then I look and he kind of like he falling forward a little bit. I got him down, but like you know what I'm saying, he still kind of went
He kind
forward.
of
But
ran
that
you
was
over
like,
though.
oh yeah, most definitely it was crazy for real. I gotta go look at the clip, but
Oh,
that was one of
we gonna put it in here. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's
my.
gonna be in here.
Yeah, that was one of my welcome to the NFL moments. But like I had to say, like from a like coaching like welcome to NFL moment, because like I said, I didn't really watch too much film as a rookie. I said the 49ers playing against them. They had
Mhm.
like a concept that they run into the boundary, and it's like a tight end run a wheel route, and then the receiver on the line he run like a post or like a dig, and then
Yeah.
they would my rookie year they would run the dang stank out of that with Kettle, and I just
Mhm.
be leaving like my safety out to dry, and I feel like that was like one of my like welcome to the league moments, just
Got
because like you gotta actually be on your shit. And like I was costing my team, but at the time I didn't know just because I was catching interceptions. So like you
you.
know what I'm
Wow.
saying. So
Wow.
I feel like that was one of my like welcome to the league moments.
That's powerful right there. To
Yeah,
have a reflection, even though you having personal success, you're putting the team in jeopardy. So you had to fix. That's fire, bro. That's
yeah,
growth. All
no,
right,
more definitely.
Reek, what's one of your game? Which game where you was locks? Like you had a big matchup, big name receiver, and you was on it. Everything that he did, you was on it.
Um,
You know your
that's
favorite
crazy.
game. What's your favorite game so far in your career?
Dang, it's crazy. I mean, dang, it's just crazy.
You being humble, bro. What's your favorite game? What who did you know? I know you know.
um, dang. This year I had to say the Texans. This year I had to say the
Mm,
Texans,
okay.
just because. Like I was coming back from my concussion that I had, and
Mm-hmm.
then just like the type of situation I was in, and kind of still in, but like during the season, early in the season, with everything that was going on, I feel like that was probably one of my favorite games, just because like, I just had a lot of shit going on, and really just was ignoring the noise as I continue to do. And I just feel like that was just one of the games that just continued to,
Yeah.
keep me going in the right direction during the season.
Love it.
Especially as a cornerback, you gotta keep playing with confidence. And you just gotta, keep building off every game and having a next play mentality. So I feel like whenever I just came back from that concussion and having a great game and still playing well, you know. It just felt good just because
Mhm.
I had continued to, build up, and, whenever you plan the season and from game one to now, you got to continue to go in the right direction. And I feel like just going through all that, just going through that part of the season, it just built up to now. And I feel like that's what makes that Texans game so much of my favorite game of the season,
Fire.
just because, you know, adversity made it so much good.
That's fire for
Yeah.
sure. All right, Rick. We about to sign off. Before we do, it's the last thing I need from you.
Mhm.
I need you to give the 12th man, to give the Seattle Seahawks fan base a pregame speech. Like
Yeah.
let
Oh
them let
man.
them know what y'all need from them right now. Just because they gonna see it. Let me know what. Let the 12th
Pre-game
man know
speech.
what you need
It's
from them.
crazy because I suck at speeches.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's
Just
like
talk to the fans.
hey,
Talk to the
honestly,
fans.
if I'm talking to the fans, I'm gonna say, yo, 12, hey, appreciate y'all. We've been doing this all season. We've been rocking
Uh-huh.
out all season. We got
Yeah.
to continue to do this on the road and at home.
Yeah.
And we got to go into other people's trap, and we got to continue to take over their trap, because
Mm-hmm.
that's our philosophy. We got to continue to go on the road. We got to win, and we got to treat the road games just like it's home. But when we
Let's
get
go.
this dub in San Fran, y'all gonna be out there with us, and we're gonna need all y'all energy while we out there in San Fran. We gotta make it for like a home game, because
Let's
then
go.
when we get to the playoffs and we
Uh-huh.
get that number one seed, and
Yeah.
we out there balling, and we got the
Let's
stadium
go.
rocking, it's gonna feel
Yeah.
like y'all winning too. So, hey, so we're gonna need all y'all support. We gotta keep going. We gotta keep stacking. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. 12th man hey, listen, they gonna love that. They gonna
Hey,
love that. Team gonna be ready to roll,
hey,
man.
I hope they ready to roll, man. Hey, shoot, you want a good pregame speech, you got to talk to Jaron Reed on the D line.
For
That's
real.
our pregame speech, dude. I'm telling you,
I can see that. I can see that from
he gonna have you pumped. He gonna have you locked in before the game.
I can see that from Jay Reed for sure. I can see that. It's nothing like, bro, when them fans going crazy, it just give you that energy, that momentum, that adrenaline.
Bro,
In New Orleans and the Superdome, we fed off that. Like that was a big part of our whole makeup for sure.
yeah.
So
It's a
same
major
as
factor.
yeah,
Major.
no question. Man, listen, Rick, this was fire. I appreciate you so much for joining the set. Thank you. Thank you. I know you're busy. You got the biggest game of your young career happening this weekend. Then you got the bigger game the next week or
Yeah,
after the bye week. So
bro.
you in a great spot, man. You doing amazing. I'm super proud of you, brother. Keep balling, keep excelling, keep growing as a player, as a professional, as a man. Shout out to the set, all the subscribers. We just hit 15,000 subscribers, so we are steadily climbing. We're growing. Our trajectory is going up. Thank you all for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Any last words, Reek?
So, no, most definitely. I appreciate you for having me on here. Being able to speak my voice a little bit, and appreciate you for always being a real one, tapping in with me since I first met you. Let me work your camps and be
Yes,
around
sir.
cool people. So I appreciate that for real, man. And happy holidays as well.
Happy holidays, brother. Love.